Guys, before we eat breakfast, look at my robe. Alright, I just wanted to show off my robe. This is what I walk around now when I'm at the house. This will boost your testosterone about 50%, decrease your stress. Easy. I got pockets on each side, which I like. One right here for the phone, the other one for the protein shake. This is how we're rocking. And then here, instead of having like a basic little rope thing to tie around, I actually have lifting straps. As you can see here, the attention to detail, that also increases anabolic. So I always have my grips on me, tie them together. Cooking, this is how I look when I'm cooking breakfast every day. When I'm meal prepping, cooking, I'm in my robe. This is my new robe. As soon as I get home, I put my robe on. So this breakfast right here is 68 grams of protein. Today, eating eggs every day and ground beef every day, protein shakes and the yogurts. You got to mix it up a little bit, So today I just went with a honey ham, and I wanted the eggs to be more fluffy, add some milk, do a little cheese. So we have like a cheesy honey ham eggs. It's pretty good. I've been force feeding myself almost 70 grams of 68 grams of protein. Force feeding myself every day. After this, I'm gonna have a whole container of Greek yogurt while I work out. So like in between my workouts, right after, and then I'm gonna have 2 Qdoba bowls and a protein shake, and then I'm gonna come home and have some like tuna packets. So like 6 meals. About to devour this. Alrighty. So we're hitting legs. So I'm gonna have this whole thing while I work out. So I'm gonna be eating this on my way there. While sipping on my pre-workout, I'm gonna be spoon feeding myself Greek yogurt, just to get in those calories. You saw my big breakfast, but now we just got to keep piling on those calories, and it's 15 grams of protein per serving, and we have 5 servings in this container. So this is going to be 75. So I had like at least 68 grams of protein. I did throw in a couple more slices of ham, so we can round it up to 70, 2 more. So I've had at least 70 grams of protein for breakfast. Now I'm gonna have another 75 just off of this yogurt. Not gonna lie, that breakfast is killing. Literally every time I'm feeling tired, you just gotta do that caffeine. That's the method. Because it's like, I know that I got in my 8 hours of sleep. I'm even taking like melatonin to help me sleep at night. So it's just really, I think it's just from the food, like being in such a surplus, being so stuffed, like my body's like, all right, buddy, let's sleep or something. Let's diet down. But the grind is like, this is the hardest part, one of the hardest parts. It's like constantly eating. So I'm gonna have to go. Try to get as much protein as possible. I'm gonna eat this whole thing to the gym, during the gym, after the gym, after that big old breakfast you saw me have. And then I'm gonna eat 2 Qdoba massive burritos. Then I'm gonna come home and have a protein shake. I have to do the Greek yogurt because I cannot eat right now. Like, I'm so stuffed, I'm so full, my life is so miserable. But the grind is the pre to the gym, take a couple sips of that, a couple spoonfuls of the yogurt like this. This is called force feeding. This is what a true bulk is. What real bodybuilding, like, they don't show you this. They just tell you what to eat. Dude, no, I'm showing you. We're suffering together. I'm gonna get is so huge from constantly forcing myself to eat. Like, when I shake, I feel like nauseous. I feel it in my tummy. You just gotta think of, like, I'm trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm trying to really do this. So I'm gonna give it everything I got, even if I'm full. This is the hardest part. I think maybe for a week or two, I call it the hell week, because you're just stuffing yourself. It costs a lot to eat a lot, but then that one part, but then the second part is being able to consume it a lot consecutively, consistently stacking those days. And I can honestly say, it's like, hey, I'm giving it all. So when you guys see me blow up, I'm eating multiple times a day. I'm hitting like 5,000 almost calories a day. And that's no easy feat to do. And then training rigorously. at least 2 hours a day. I'm disassociating myself from reality right now because forcing myself to eat is trauma, and I'm about to go hit the weights. So like I have to just like, when I'm in this trance, I'm just like looking at myself, listening to certain musics that I play. Let me know if you want me to drop my playlist, but I'm listening to these certain songs and I'm just relating it to like moments in my life and just really getting into that right spot to where I'm competitive, where it's like it doesn't matter what I feel, what people say. Because like sometimes like I'm killing it in the gym where I'm grunting, not even intentionally, but just through the amount of pressure or pain that I feel in that moment. And people are like, wow, you know, but I just zone everyone else out in the gym. It's just me, no one's there, the room's empty in my mind, and I'm just going there in the grind. Sometimes I just close my eyes and I just focus on the squeeze. But we're gonna see how much of this yogurt we can get down before we get to the gym. I'm gonna finish sipping my pre, have that done before I get to the gym. See you when we get there. Just getting ready, getting geared up for the gym. I did not get far in that yogurt, believe me or not. We're still like, we're here on the yogurt. So a little above halfway. We're gonna finish it through the workout and after, if we don't finish during. I am on a little bit of a time crunch, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna try to make everything quicker. When I'm getting full like this, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, you know, I'm going to give it my all next year for Mr. Minnesota. If I don't cheat myself now, like to me, losing or being a loser is like not even trying, not even giving it your all. For Mr. Minnesota, this bodybuilding thing, whether I get first place or not, if I give it my all this whole year, I win in my book. So it's like these moments right here, forcing myself to eat and going to the gym despite whatever I got going else out because I want to do something with, you know, this bodybuilding thing and bringing you guys along. I just don't lose regardless. But we're not going to lose. We're going to get first place because there's nobody that's going to be outworking me today. No one in Minnesota is gonna outwork me this year. This is my year. And so we're gonna go claim that title.
To be the top 1%, you need to enter a room of 100 people and leave number 1. To be the top 0.1%, you need to enter a room of 1,000 people, like a local high school, and leave number 1. To be the top 0.01%, you need to enter an arena of 10,000 people and leave number 1. Think about it, a stadium. And in a battle to the death in that stadium, you have to come out on top. You beat everyone, not almost everyone, everyone.
You have to want it. You have to want to be better. And it starts off with you have to have pride in yourself. You have to have pride in yourself. You have to have, there's something about you, whether it's your last name, whether it's just the smallest thing. You have to be proud of yourself.
Do you actually want to do this or not? Because if you actually want to do it, what's going to stop you? Nothing. And if you don't really want to do it, what's going to stop you? Just about anything that comes up. Just about any obstacle that gets in your way becomes an excuse. It becomes a reason. It becomes a rationale for not proceeding down that path.
You've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. In life, and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. I believe that sincerely, and I'll die on that thought, okay?
My question was always, could I become committed to the process of what I was doing without being emotionally attached to the results of what I was doing? In other words, if I didn't get what I thought I was going to get, can I still show up and be just as dedicated, just as committed, and just as on fire as I was at day one? Right? Because everybody knows how to respond when they get what they're supposed to get and things go the way it's supposed to go. I think that's the reason the quote says you judge the character of a person not by where they stand in times of comfort and convenience. You judge the character of a person by where they stand in times of challenge and controversy. You got some of the most brilliant people on the face of this planet. When they hit adversity, they can't fight themselves out of a paper bag. And it's not even that they don't have the will, like they got it. It's that the perspective about the adversity isn't right.
Well, it's that time of year again. We start to feel real happy. Why? Because we're not going to work. If you believe in Santa Claus and you celebrate Christmas, you're looking forward to Santa Claus coming down the chimney giving you some presents. It's a real good time of year. So in that good time of year, we start to feel real good about ourselves. So I start to feel great. So we start making promises to ourselves about, hey, I'm gonna lose some weight, I'm gonna do better in school, I'm gonna be better here, be better there. But guess what happens? The real Merry Christmas happens when all of that noise is gone, it's quiet, and it's you against you. And now all those endorphins are gone. And I promise you, man, by getting up early and getting after it to go lose weight and study harder, guess what? It's a lot harder now. That repetition becomes a lot harder now. So a lot of us can't do things on our own. So find somebody in your life. So when you throw that towel in, they throw that mother back at you and say you're not done yet.
And most people are not going to understand why you're so driven, why you're so obsessed. And if you try and make them understand, you're going to end up frustrated. The best advice I can tell you is go on the journey by yourself.
Alright, so my camera's about to die, but we have double steak Qdoba. Got rice, black beans, peppers, onions, simple. Then I get all the sauces on the side and I just blend it myself and I make my own burrito. But I actually left my battery pack at the gym, so my camera's about to die. So this is gonna be my next meal, about 60 grams of protein. Then I'm gonna have another one of these on my way home. And I'm also gonna grab my camera stuff so that I can keep on filming. But